are you? So nice of you to stop by again. In today's video, I want to share with you how to transform this really simple, inexpensive green wreath into something spectacular. Let me show you how. You are going to need a green wreath base. You can get them cheap at a craft store, like Joann's has them right now for $3. It's also good to add some other type of greenery, like I have this old garland that I don't need, or maybe you have some pigs on hand, and a Dollar Tree sign. I'm really loving this one, especially the blue. And anything else you like to decorate with, like pine cones, berries, things like that. And ribbons color coordinating with your sign. I have a whole bunch of ribbons here, many I'm recycling. And this red ribbon, I got it at Dollar Tree this year, and it's so cute. I think it's going to be perfect. First, I open up all the branches, and I make room for my garland. I am going to place it in the middle and cut off the excess. I am going to secure that garland by tying the branches of the wreath. Just crisscross those branches all around the wreath. You see, now the wreath is two-tone and it's much fuller than it originally was. And now I'm gonna find a spot for my sign right here on the side. You can also place it in the middle, it's up to you. Okay, now let's make ties for our sign, and I'll be using my fingers protectors. Look at that, I got these silicone finger protectors from Dollar Tree. So I place a generous amount of hot glue, place my floral wire there, a little more glue, and a little band-aid piece of ribbon in the middle. You see, I'm still using my other finger without the protector. All right, here we go. We do the same thing at the bottom. Extra hot glue and a little band-aid. And let it dry for a moment. All right, and now we can just tie it down to the wreath. And now we are going to make a bow, and as you can see, I have a whole bunch of ribbons here. I am reusing, recycling a lot of old ribbons, so they're anywhere from 24 to 36 inches long. This is similar idea to the bestie bow, but as you can see, I am measuring only one loop at the top of a ribbon, and I have one tail. I'm just folding one loop over, not folding the ribbon in half like I usually do. Just one loop at the top. And here the loops I'm making around 5 or 6 inches long. No more than that. And I try to keep the loops even, more or less. So as you can see, I'm pinching one loop and holding it with my thumb. And then I'm taking the next ribbon, pinching and holding. And once you go through all your colors, you start all over again. So I started with the snowflake ribbon, pinch and hold. Now I have this white glitter ribbon, pinch and hold. This blue ribbon is really left over, and it's just the perfect shade. I want to use it, so I'm just gonna make it work. All right, that's a handful now. I'm gonna take a floral wire and tie it as tight as I can. About 8 loops here. And now I just have to fluff it up. And I quickly realized that I have only 2 red loops, and red is such a strong color. I don't like it. I need a third one. You know, your eye likes to have a number of things, right? So I'm just gonna tie in an extra loop. That's how easy it is, guys. If you make your bow and something doesn't look right, you can just tie in another loop and it's gonna be okay. Just fluff, fluff, fluff. Now we have to decide where to place our bow. If you place it at the top, you're pretty much done. I have a whole bunch of pine cones and berries, so I need room for that. So I'm gonna place my bow lower. And you see we have half the amounts of the tails now to fix. I'm just fluffing them up and tying the bow right about there. And next I just have to even out those tails a little bit, more or less. They don't have to be exact, but some of mine are really long from previous projects. Okay, now let's add our berries. I'm gonna add a whole bunch right here at the top, above the bow, and another bunch at the bottom, below the bow, to the side. I think that's gonna bring nice amount of red. And now let's do a cluster of pine cones at the top. As you can see, I'm pre-arranging everything, not gluing just yet. I have some pine cones from previous project that are a little bit with white. And then I have a whole bunch of pine cones from the park that I collected. I mean, everywhere I go, if I see a interesting type of pine cone, I take it home with me. My packets are always full of pine cones and acorns and God knows what else. All right, let's start gluing things in. This bow is huge, so I'm just adding in more pine cones, some bigger ones, so they're more visible. Here I turned my wreath around so you could see better what I'm doing. And then I decide to add one more bunch of red berries right here behind the pine cones. What do you think? I think I like the triangle. I pulled some greenery from that leftover garland piece, And I'm just gonna glue them here and there inside the bow. I kind of like that look of adding a little bit more greenery to the bow. And it wouldn't be my creation without a cherry on the top. So how about a little red cardinal right about there? I don't have any snowflakes, so I'm gonna just insert a couple white branches, one at the top and one right about here. And we are done! How easy was that? How quick, right? Anybody can do this and transform just a simple, inexpensive green wreath with a Dollar Tree sign and some ribbons, and look how pretty. And always try to make your wreath look nice from any angle, from side, from top and bottom, so it's not so flat, pointing only in one direction. All right, my besties, so this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had enjoyed this video. Please make sure you hit like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I have many more ideas for you in the future. Take care, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.